Hello guys, my name is Kong, and today I'm back again for another movie review. Today I'm going to be talking about Three Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. To be honest with you guys, I did not know what to expect, to think, to know about this movie. I went in open eye and open mind and just see what this movie is all about, and I was surprised and I'm amazed. I'm glad I went and watched this movie, so should you. Let's talk about the pros. There's a lot of pros in this movie. It's based on a true story, I believe. So let's start off. Frances McDormand did a great performance as Mildred Hayes. She exhibits sadness, anger, laughter, regret, loneliness. She has there's certain episodes she kind of bipolar or psychotic. I get a hint of psychotic or bipolar. She's talking. She had this one scene. She had a pillow. She had slipper, and excuse me. We think that they are her daughter's slippers, and she's like talking. Like doing like two personality talking, her and her daughter. And I'm thinking, and it's kind of weird. It kind of give you that. She's lonely, she's like kind of on the edge of crazy. And there's another scene where her she's like, I guess she said she's putting flowers by these three billboards, and then there's a deer, and she's talking to this deer, and she cried, and it was like it showed her mental state. She's to me it's like she's full of regret. She's sad. She to me feel like she's having a meltdown. Like she's on the edge of melting down. So I love that she actually throw Molotov cocktail with fire on the police station. That was kind of ballsy of her. I thought that was interesting. And the thing about it is that Chief Dickinson said, and she told Officer Dickinson saying that, oh yeah, I was the one that burned down. And he was like, I knew it was you. It was funny that he knew it was her, because obviously she hated the police that much as he know that it's obviously her. But and I'll get to that point now when I go to his section. I love her manner, the way she walked, the way she talked, the way her facial expressions, the way she showed regret and laughter. She's a really good actress. Kudos to her. You did this character justice. Really great job. Woody Harrelson as Sheriff Bill Willoughby. He did actually a really good job as a smart, intelligent sheriff. I guess he had that people skill, so to speak. He can read people, but yet he still give people chances, especially for Officer Dickinson. He's a loving father and a loving husband. He's a dedicated policeman, and he is genuinely a good officer. He wants to solve all the crime that he can. And it's like, it showed that, not all officers are bad, just that the few bad apples in the group, there are good, genuine officers who are dedicated to doing the best job they can to solving crimes and capturing the bad guys and that sort of stuff. He even told Mildred in the letter. Okay, let's talk about the letter. So he wrote 3 letters, one to the wife and the kids, telling about that, he enjoyed his life, he glad he got to know them, and glad that he existed, and that sort of thing, glad to know his wife. And then he wrote another letter to Mildred explaining about he's sad that he thought it was she did a smart thing to put use those 3 billboards. It was a smart thing, and he gave the $5,000 to Mildred to support her cause. So that is a really good officer who went out his way, emotionally, financially, to support the victim of the passing, I get the victim who passed away, her parents, which is Mildred. And he tells her that, sometimes we just don't catch a break. He goes on, sometimes we do when there's something, another person who's dumb, who do stupid things, say other thing they do, and they catches them. The way his voice letter was really genuine, really heartfelt. That he wrote it from his heart, and that's why I felt like that voice letter was really great. And he wrote the letter to Officer Dickinson. We will get to that part. Now let's get to Sam Rockwell as Officer Dickon. He did a really wonderful job as an anger, piss off officer, and he loved Sheriff Willoughby. He even cried when Willoughby dies. It was just like, this dude loved his boss. He appreciated the man for giving him the job and being there for him. And he grew after reading the letter that Sheriff Willoughby wrote for him, saying, you can be better by anger and being pissed off, and not the way of being an officer or even a human being calm and thinking about the process, or thinking about the situation will help you become a better detective. And they help him grow. And he actually, what is it? He used that. He understood what Sheriff Willoughby was coming from, and he was at the bar and he was listening to these two guys talking, and he was like, maybe this guy is the guy who raped Mildred's daughter, and he did a smart thing, was getting his ass beat so he can get blood DNA on him to maybe find, maybe this is their guy. That was really smart. So like, Dickinson actually a smart man. He just full of anger, being full of anger really block his focus, on his objective. And some of my favorite scenes are really heart-wrenching scene would be the scene where Mildred and her daughter are arguing. Her daughter's asking to use her car, and she's like, no, I will give you money for cab. And then she said no, and she's like, fine. Oh no, she said, I'm gonna take the cab anyway. She's gonna go, and then she's like, fine, I wish I would get raped. So her daughter said, wish I would get raped. And then Mildred also say, oh, I hope you get raped on your way there. It's just like, that's like the most fucked up thing you can ever say to your daughter. That's the most fucked up thing you can ever say to your daughter. It's like, why would you say that to your own daughter? Your own flesh and blood, the child, the daughter you gave birth to, the daughter you feed and you teach and you grow, have them grow up. Why would you say such fucked up thing like that? You just couldn't believe it. And that is the reason why Mildred is so remorseful, so sad, so lonely, so regretful. She is shameful of what she said to her daughter. And obviously, her daughter was actually raped and killed in that town, in her town where they live. So it's like, you can tell that scene alone hurt me the most. Because like, why would you say such thing to your own flesh and blood daughter? It just hurt me so much. And it hurts her too. You can tell she's sad. She just regrets. She wish she could, you can tell she wish she could take all the word back. But she can't. Her daughter is gone. So one of my favorite moments would be when Red. So let's say Officer Dickon is caught on fire when he was at the police station, and he goes to the clinic or the hospital, and he's got all bandages up, and then Red is like, oh man, don't worry, you'll get over it, you'll get better, you'll be fine. And then Officer Dickon he realized that was actually Red, the guy who he punched threw out the window from the second floor. And he said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. After he read the, after Officer Dickens, former Officer Dickens read the letter by Sheriff Willoughby. He said, I'm sorry. And you could tell that he was regretful, he was sad, he was, not happy. He was not happy about his action, what he did to Red. That Red did not deserve to be thrown out of the second floor, punched and thrown out of the second floor. Nobody deserved to be thrown like that, especially from an officer. And Red did nothing to break the law. So, but Red, what he did was he poured a cup of orange and set it on Chief Dickinson's, I guess you can say, bedstand. And that moment, like, realized that it showed that we can forgive each other and understand that we are human. We make mistakes. We have to confess our mistake to each other, face to face. Say, I'm sorry. I really am. I was stupid. I was an idiot. I apologize. There's nothing I can do to take the pain and suffering that I had forced upon you. So Red showed that remorsefulness. And I like that moment. The cons. There's only 3 cons. We don't get to see many happy moments between Mildred's daughter, her former ex-husband, the son. Their happy moment. Because in all family, in all relationship, we have happy moments, sad moments, all sorts of moments. We have that. They don't really show that in this movie. They show the bad thing. Not the bad thing, but the most important sequence. Hey, I wish you were murdered. I wish I was raped, but I wish you were raped on your way there. That sort of thing. That's important. I wish they showed just one happy moment as them as a family. Just to kind of even things out that there is hope of finding her killer. Now another thing is, why didn't Officer Dickens show Mildred the photo of the man who beat up Officer Dickens after the result of the DNA not matching? Because in the previous or 2 scene, there was a guy who came into Mildred saying that he was kind of hinting that he was the gentleman that raped her daughter. And I wish they had tied the 2 knots together and say, this motherfucker is the one that raped her daughter. But they didn't really do that. And I don't know what is the result of the actual story, And so maybe that's the reason why they didn't go that route. But I wish they maybe kind of hinted at that. And maybe she would have recognized the guys. That's just an if. You see, no resolution of the mother and son before, Mildred and Officer Dickinson went off to find this guy. So I wish there was some closure between the mother and son, saying, hey, maybe she could have said something great or something beautiful to him, to her son. Say, let's just simple thing like, I will be a better person, or kiss him on the forehead, or some way to convey her promise to become a better person. On that final note, I'm gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10. I really enjoy this movie. It's a different movie. I really like this kind of movies. I wish more studio would produce these kind of movie to enlighten us, to let us see there's other great movies to see. Again, this movie is a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. I really did. The performance was just great. It showed the human condition, like I always keep saying. So 7 out of 10. I highly recommend it. You go watch it. You will be You will feel the pain. You will understand the sadness. You will understand the remorsefulness. You will understand the relationship, dysfunctional relationship. You will understand that. You will appreciate it. And maybe it will help you become a better human and understand of others. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for your time and effort to watching my movie review. I really appreciate it. I am. Most importantly, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse my YouTube channel, guys. I really appreciate if you do that. There's a lot of content on there for you guys to check out. Anyway, thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.